Ryan here with Traditional American Hunter. I'm here to talk about the Bear Archery Cheyenne Recurve today. This is a 55-pound bow, and I just shot a gray squirrel with it. It's the first animal I've ever shot with it. I just got the bow about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. We picked it up from a guy who set it up with some string silencers. He even put some limb savers on it. And he was in San Antonio, Texas. He had the bow for a few years. His shoulder was giving him trouble, so he put the bow up for sale. Anyway, this is the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation edition. And again, it's called the Cheyenne. It's got a very nice painted elk there, 55 pounds. So we're going to show you a few things today about this bow, how to string it, how to unstring it, how to accessorize it, and let's begin. So this is how we're going to unstring it and string it. So this is the stringer. Came with the bow. So you place that in there. And that's a pocket for the bottom limb. This cover then slides over the top limb. And you can put it that way, but I prefer to put it this way. To each their own. And then you need to stand up and put your feet through. And then simply pull up and with your left hand, and then pull up with your left, slide the string down with your right, and then release. Always like to check it, make sure it's firmly there, centered. At the Bear factory, they use a machine to put the string in dead center of the bow. So every time you string your Bear archery bow, again, this is the Cheyenne model, the string should be in the center, no problems, ready to take an arrow. Okay, we're going to put the quiver on. This is a right-handed bow, so the quiver goes on the right-hand side. The leather quiver end with the foam in it for your broadheads goes up. And the leather, the other end with the feathers, your fletching, goes down. So now that we got them both up where they're going to be, let's go ahead and wrap our straps. And my best advice for this process is to just get it as tight and as straight as you can get it. And there's a series of loops on there. So there's a pin in here and it grabs a loop just like that. And let's keep going till the last loop. And I think I can do a little better than that. So let's try and grab this first and then the very back. And I got it. Okay. And that loop needs to be grabbed. So, okay. So, onto the bottom. Like I said, my best advice for this process is to just get it on however it goes. And once you've put it on a few times, once you have put on this quiver cover a few times, it'll naturally fit the bow and should be quite easy. So this fit the bow naturally before it's been fitted, and it looks like we're good. Should be good for mini hunts. Let's show these arrows real quick. These are the Beeman, made in USA, classic 500 grain. I have a striped cock feather, white feathers, and I like a hunter's orange knot. I really do. So we're at full draw. Again, this should be nice and sturdy. And one thing I do want to point out, if you're a whitetail hunter like me, and like our friends of traditional American hunter, who doesn't love hunting whitetail deer, the most sought after game in North America, right? You don't want to be walking through the woods with too much white on you, you know. A whitetail running down the trail, this could look like a whitetail deer to another hunter. Highly unlikely that you would meet a gun hunter during archery season, you know, in whitetail country. But just in case, I found this scarf. It was a scarf at a Walgreens, believe it or not. I took some thread and a needle and I sewed up the back so I could have essentially a tip. And then I slide this scarf over the white fletched arrows and then tie the end to my bow quiver. By the way, again, this is a Fred Bear Archery Cheyenne edition, Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation commemorative bow. And Fred Bear actually got the first patent, I believe, on the bow arrow quiver. So here's my camouflage scarf that I sewed up to make a tube, and not much white at all is showing. And you can shoot no problem with this scarf attached.